Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake It's Me, and today is February 5th, and it is the Wednesday check-in. If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, then head on over to podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the podcast. Then head on over to hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the blog, give it some love. Make sure that you follow me on all the different socials and check out my book, Carpe Diem Scroto 365 Daily Affirmations. And you can find that at www.cdsthebook.com. So, how the hell is everyone and all of that fun rigmarole? Literally just woke up, got out of one of my weird dreams that I have, and sat out on the side of the bed for about 30 seconds, kind of collecting my thoughts, and walked out here, turned the camera on. So here we are. So sorry if I'm a little spaced and confused and everything else, because it was one of those dreams where I was living a completely different life, and there was a lot of stuff going on in that life. So, I was with these people who we were driving this old vehicle, and we had to go to this convenience store, and the lady that I was with needed to get money for something, like a payday loan type situation. And you had to breathe into this machine that analyzed your oxygen, and as you were breathing into it, you had to expand this cylinder or whatever. And the two people that I was with failed, and I forget why they failed or whatever. And I said, well, if I do the testing, can we go ahead and get the money? I said, I know I'll pass. And they, yeah, I guess. I said, okay. So, the lady hooks it all up and hands me this hose and a mouthpiece, and I put this mouthpiece on there, and then, I'm sorry, she hands me this hose that's really kind of grimy and dirty looking, not sanitary in the least. This cylinder, and then a mouthpiece for the cylinder. I was like, oh, okay, well, the cylinder mouthpiece thing at least looks clean. And so I'm blowing into this machine, and at first, it kind of crinkles and pops open, and I take another deep breath, and I start blowing into it, and the technician, or this, whatever the hell this person was that was testing for whatever reason, she adds, or she hits this button, and the solution comes in, and then as I'm breathing, the whole cylinder completely expands, and all of the solution starts getting really milky and frothy, and making all these weird patterns on the inside with these little circles in these valleys of a wavelength type thing. And but as I'm blowing, this cylinder is getting bigger and bigger to the point where it's going to explode. And she's like, oh my God, you know, and calls over this other person who was like sweeping the floor or whatever. He's all, that's enough. And I stopped and I was like, oh, okay. And she looks at this screen at this terminal thing, and it's got like these super high numbers, and like is giving this huge printout of just different things, and it doesn't show any like chemical things in my lungs or in my body. And the guy was like kind of upset and angry. He's like, you know, you have to report this, right? I'm all, report what? And she's all, no, they don't have to report anything. I'm like, well, report what? Why? What needs to be reported? And he's like just pissed off, and he like gives me this like this chunk of money, and he's like, just go. And the woman's just like, I've never seen these kind of results before. What the hell does this even mean? And I get back into the vehicle with the lady and the the other young lady that I was with, and we're driving down the road kind of fast, and everyone's quiet. And I just remember sitting there in like this awkward silence, like, what the hell is going on? And we pull in, and the guy, there was another guy who was back at this place that we pulled into, and it was like this old derelict rundown trailer or something like that. And somehow he had found out about my test results and was just like, you know, this is one of those things that just put everyone or everything on the radar, right? And I was just like, what is everyone talking about? And like he was pissed off and like visibly angry and directing it at me. And I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. You guys said you needed the money. I was able to pass the test. This is like a win-win for all of us, right? And he sped off in his vehicle, and the lady's like, don't worry about it, honey. We're gonna go ahead and get packed up now, and we'll be on the road shortly. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And then my alarm went off, and I was just like, and I felt myself being pulled out of that world, and I was fighting to stay because I wanted to know what was going on, what was happening, what did those tests mean, what was that test even about, what was that whole cylinder thing, what were the like, what what was it all about? And so strange dream, yeah. Anyway, so how are you doing? um I'm still dealing with whatever is going on with my sinuses, but I feel a lot better. Still terribly tired, like basically all the time right now. Doesn't matter how much I sleep, how much I don't sleep. Um, Doing kind of like a self check-in test. My nasal passages feel a lot better. Yesterday when I went to the pool and everything, I sat in the sauna for a little bit, and I could feel every time I breathed in that it burnt the side of my nose right here, and it hurt. And I was like, damn it, okay. So felt like a lot of phlegm and fluid was coming up, and I kept coughing. And I went into the showers, and just had tons and tons and tons of phlegm, and like, and it was like blood. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I cleared my sinuses a couple of more times, that and just took my shower as normal. The only thing I could think of is that it, like, whatever was going on caused my nasal passages to get too dried out, and it caused like a nosebleed. But after taking some Flonase last night, I did a Dollar Tree nose spray, which I love that stuff. And when my Dollar Tree opens up here in the next couple of days, I'm going to fucking clear the shelf of that stuff, because I'm down to one box now when I had like 40 boxes of it, because that's how amazing the stuff is. But yeah, so I took some of that. I took the Dollar Tree nose spray first, and then I took the Flonase on top of it, and I don't know what the combination of the two has done, but like I said, feel a lot better today. What else is going on? Last night, went to the bar and no one was there. It was just me, my friend Dana, my friend Matt, and two new random people who were playing trivia last night, and got some kind of sad, disturbing information from my friend Dana about another friend of ours, and I'm really worried about this person. And then I just finally opened up to her fully about what was going on between me and my other friend who ghosted me after 17 or like 15 years of friendship. So, and she said, you know what, that sounds right. That sounds on point. And then told me a similar story about this time where they went 2 years without talking because of some kind of upset miscommunication between the two of them. And I never knew that story before. And it was just like, okay, so this is a pattern. Okay. So very interesting, very like, But I was honest in saying that, I don't wish my friend, well, I don't wish that person any ill will or animosity. I don't want to see anything bad happen to her. I don't want to see anything bad happen to her family. I don't want to see anything bad happen to the children. Like, I still have love there, but it's quickly fading away. And it takes a lot for me to cut somebody off, but whatever is happening between us, I don't think that I will be able to come back from it. And when and if I do, and when and if that time comes that we're friends again and we're talking again, I'm always going to keep that in the back of my mind that this is what happened, and not going to be okay. I'll be honest with myself. I'll be honest with you, or whatever. I just don't think it. I don't think I'll be okay, and I really don't think that it's something I'll be coming back from. But I've been opening up more to the people in our life that we share, that, our common denominator is this person. And last night I was like, you know what? The only thing I can think of, the reason that we're not talking is because of XYZ. Yeah, that would probably do it. I'm like, yeah, so, you know, does it paint a bad light on me? Yeah, it does. But at the same time, I think what really bothers me throughout this whole thing is the fact that I don't know the narrative of what's being said about me when I'm not in the room. And the only thing I can do is hope that our shared friends know me well enough to know that if any kind of negative thing is being said about me, that they don't believe it, and that they would be like, yeah, that doesn't sound like him at all. But whatever, however, if ever, you know. So, I've just been spending the last couple of days as sick, like being sick, um, just kind of doing some work around the house. Well, not really work around the house, but just, doing some digital work on my computer, um, working on my book website, uh, doing some um, webs, yeah, just doing web work, doing computer work. Um, I haven't worked anymore on my second book as of yet. I need to sit down and actually write out a plan of action as to what I'm going to write about, and just call it good from there. Because there's there's just a lot that I need to focus. Where Carpe Diem Scroto was about daily affirmations and doing the best you can with what you have available to you that day. This next book is going to be a workbook for life, and really getting into the psychology and the mental health of your day-to-day actions. And I don't know if I want to break it into like um, separate chapters, where it's like chapter 1 is all about our shadow work, and then chapter 2 is all about healing the inner child, chapter 3 is about this, chapter 4 is about that. Or if I want to just make it a hodgepodge of information that people can use, and make it more like a day-to-day notebook style book. So yeah, it's going to prove to be interesting how this all works out. And I have absolutely no time limit for this. I'm not setting anything like saying that I have to have it done in a year. I'm not saying that I have to have it done in 7 years or whatever else. It's as it comes to me, as I am able to piece things together. I'm going to go a little bit more in depth into each part and each topic. Where Carpe Diem was all about your daily affirmations. That was easy for me to write because every day I wrote these affirmations, good, bad, or indifferent, always trying to put a positive spin on things and leaving people with the call to action of um, now go grab your day by the balls and fuck it up. You know, it's kind of crude, but it doesn't necessarily mean, anything bad. It's like, no, make your day submit to you. You are the master of your own life. You are the captain of your own ship, whatever metaphor you want to use for being in the driver's seat of your own life. Stop making apologies, stop allowing others to validate you, stop putting others before you. And yeah, so it's definitely going to be interesting how this all kind of works out. I've already developed the cover for the book, and taking all of the knowledge that I learned in getting Carpe Diem Scroto put together, I'm now applying that plus the new knowledge that I've gleaned from some of the new mental health classes that I've taken and stuff like that. One of the new classes that I'm taking right now is understanding the adolescent mindset. And it's kind of a boring, dry, like saltine cracker of a class. Like, it's just like, God. It's a lot of reading, and I don't read very well. Thankfully, Microsoft Edge has a built-in reading function. So I'm still trying to figure that out, and it's not like that Stephen Hawking voice of, in the 1980s, there is a study that shows blah, 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 blah. It's more of like, in the 1980s, there was a study that shows that blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, okay, I can at least listen to this for a while. I wish that there was a way that I probably could do this now that I'm thinking about it and waking up a little bit more, but take all of the information from like module 1, put it into a document, and then just have it read it to me, and then I take notes along with as it's reading to me. That might be an idea, and I need to try to implement that. But yeah, using my handy dandy rocket notebook. So got it started to fill out here, and I want to get a bigger notebook, and I love this thing. I've had it for years, and it works out amazingly well for me. But they have an actual 8.5 by 11 one, and I really kind of want it. I have it saved in my cart right now, and it's like $11 with $4 shipping and handling, and I'm just like, ooh, do I want that? Do I want that? There's also a part of me that wants to ask my sister if I could have hers, because I don't think she ever uses it, and I just haven't asked her yet. So it might be one of those like, hey sis, can I hey, can I have your Rocket book if you're not using it still? But I love this stupid thing, and I would love it if Rocket would sponsor me or send me out like a new one to test. That would be really cool. But for now, that's what I have. So yeah, but I don't know if I'm gonna finish out the adolescent mindset training, because that wasn't one of the classes that I had set up for this year in taking classes. So I might hop onto the Washington Healthcare Authority website and see what classes are available that I should take for this year to maintain my star hours or credentialing hours, whatever you want to call them. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I see that we're at almost 25 minutes. I don't know how the hell that happened, but I'm going to go ahead and let you go. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section down below. And make sure that you follow me on all the different socials, and check out the podcast tomorrow. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.